wakes up to a daughter he doesn't know shooting a fart in his face. His always difficult rival calls him her husband, but
여보?
the wedding photo on the wall was no lie. Look how happy I am in that picture. Am I still awake and dreaming? Wait, can I smell farts in my dreams? He jumped up and down in the room. He asked the woman for the car keys. As the best lawyer he could be, he wanted to get back to the office and find out what was going on, but all the luxury cars at the door wouldn't open. His own luxury car had turned into this little piece of shit. What the hell is going on in this world? He has a daughter out of nowhere, and his rival still calls him his husband. Even his hair is full of justice. He drove to the office in his little junk car and, to the bewilderment of everyone, rushed inside in his pajamas. But it seems that the staff recognize him. Where are you going? How are you doing? Thank you for your hard work. He rushes into his boss's office and scares the hell out of everyone. Can you believe it? I woke up at Officer Lisa's house. She said we were married. What's wrong with that? They didn't know what he was up to. And he turned his head and saw Jack in his glasses and froze. What are you doing here? I said we should be asking you that. What?
우리가 할 질문이고 걔가 너 검사잖아. 검사가 이걸 왜 써, 임마?
What's the DA doing here? Because the man in front of Roy was a rival of their law firm, the prosecutor who had just lost to him in court yesterday. It dawned on Roy, you must be on a reality show. But then his boss questioned him about why he was here. Don't you know that prosecutors and lawyers can't meet in private during an investigation? Roy was dragged out by security. That moment the wife arrived. She didn't know what was wrong with her husband today, and after talking to her, the man was even more shocked. It turns out that the sister who died because of him is still alive in this world, and he was the prosecutor in charge of the case. He was guided by his wife to the office. Sure enough, Adam's men had become his own men. At the same time, the missing girl's whereabouts were also found by them. He didn't believe it at first, but he was stunned by the people on the video. But since God had given him the chance to save someone again, I'm going to stop it this time. Because of his last experience, he immediately zeroed in on the abandoned warehouse. He said that the badge represented the Zaibatsu's hitman company. The crowd wondered how he knew that. Roy replied that the spies had told me. Who the hell is it? Didn't you hear me say it was a spy? I can't tell you because it's confidential. But when they arrived at the scene with a large army, they didn't find the missing girl. There was still only a barrel. Luckily, there was nothing in the barrel. At that moment, a call came in on his mobile phone. He picked up the phone and laughed when he saw that it was the old greaser. They gestured aside. It turned out to be his boss, the Attorney General. He had been scolded for taking action without permission. But this is in my dream. How can I let you bully me?
왜요? 와, 이 자식이 주둥이만 살아가지고 있고 거기 딱 써있어, 이 자식이야.
Knew the boss's wife was behind the kidnapping, but they couldn't find any evidence. As they watched the girl in danger, the boss asked anxiously what to do. Roy smiled lightly. It was time to interrogate her, but the men had no idea how many secrets the boss's wife had. They called the boss's wife in for a final interrogation. How dare you tell someone to run me over? So let's see what you Roy do next.